Hey guys, Orla here from your women's gear review channel, and today we are reviewing the Blast 43 litre roller backpack from Bagsmart. In this review, we will of course have got you covered. We're going to go through the summary, the features, we'll pack out this bag so you can get into it. We'll do a wee fit check, we'll do a wee airline test, water test, and then run through some pros and cons. And of course, as always, if there's anything that we have missed that you would like to know, then just pop us a wee comment below. Be sure to get back to you. Okay, let's get cracking on with the summary. Before we get into it, this roller was sent out for review, but by no means does that hinder my honest opinion, because honesty is what you get. So this is priced around 140 US dollars. It is a 54 by 35 by 23 in centimeters, and the colors you can currently get it in are the beige and the coffee. So this is the beige one. The coffee one looks absolutely stunning as well. Sorry, this is where I interrupt and just say, if you do happen to have a wee gander on the website of the products we are reviewing, then we would be so grateful if you could use our links below. This is no extra cost to you, and it just helps us as a team and growing our channel. What's that? Oh, you would like me to introduce you to the team so you can see who you're helping out? No bother. Let's go. First up, we have our editor, Orla, our outreach manager, Orla. Oh, there is our script writer. She's shy. She's called Orla. Then we have this sexy lady for thumbnails. The main star of our reviews is the reviewer herself, Orla. And last but not least, the woman who does it all. Her name is kind of like Lorla, but it's Orla. So don't forget to click that first link to purchase your item. I was super duper excited about this because I feel like they have brought out something really unique and fun. It offers flexibility. You can put it into backpack mode. You'll see throughout the features the little subtle details that they put into it as well. I have to say the color options I absolutely adore. The flexibility I'm not in love with when it comes to like a carry-on, but because it is this backpack style and it actually works for this, I'm definitely not mad about it because you can completely max this out for travel purposes as well. Let me know below your pros and cons. It's always fun to see what you think about it, your opinion, and then it means if anyone does stumble across this review, they can go down to the comments and see all that as well and decide whether or not this roller is right for them. All Bagsmart bags are backed by their lifetime warranty. The warranty covers repair or replacement of defect materials and components. It does not cover accidental damage or normal wear and tear. They also offer 30-day returns and international shipping. If you are someone who is interested in all things gear related, then I highly recommend signing up to Size Matters, my exclusive weekly email community. All you gotta do is click the link below and sign up today. Okay, let's get cracking on with the features. So for the branding, you've got some here on the front. You'll find Bagsmart kind of embedded here on the handle. You'll have Blast here written on the side. As far as the rest of the roller backpack style, you are quite limited there, so you'll just find a little bit, but it's just like depends on how the light hits this. You'll be able to see these on the handles, otherwise that's kind of like your main branding point. So let's start off externally. So you do have these straps here that act like your compression straps, or if you wanted to be adventurous with it, then you could add anything externally here. It's going to be down to you, or you can kind of bring the bag in as mentioned and compress it in a little bit. You've got little dangle stoppers too, so just not having things just flapping about there. So 1, 2 here. I'm just going to release these a bit. Then you will find the exact same on this side too. So a little bit of compression if you want it, or if you could and you wanted to, like even like a barbell pad. Like, I know you might not take something like this with you, but if you did want to, then this is where you could kind of like feed it through. Obviously you're going to then compromise that handle, but I'm just trying to give you like an idea of what kind of fits here. If you did have anything externally that you did want to place on, then you could go ahead and do that. As you'll see on this side, this is where your little handle is. So this is easy to grab from the overhead locker or under the seat in front of you. So you have one here. And then you will have one at the top. These are really well cushioned, so quite easy to grab onto. Nothing too overdone there. Then if we go on to this side here, this is where you have a water bottle compartment. A little bit of stretch, a little bit of give. It does have that easy kind of clean material. Now, depending on what kind of size of water bottle you have, this is a 500 ml. If you're going for a slightly bigger water bottle on that side, then you can kind of feed it through the strap itself. 750 ml. We're gonna do this again whenever it is fully packed so you'll be able to see. So that fits in nicely. Take that out. So that is the kind of sides. If we go down here to the wheels, I love this kind of pop of color. I think this just works so well for like the overall kind of look of the bag, don't you think? These are grand, easy to use. Obviously, because it's going into that backpack mode as well, you're going to have just 2 wheels. It's not going to be like a 4-wheel kind of spinner here. These are grand, no issues with them. This is like your little bumper, so if you are setting down the bag, then this is what's going to hit the ground first rather than the bottom of the luggage roller backpack itself. So that is good to just ensure that the bottom of the bag is a little bit safe. This kind of leads me then to this back system that we've got going on, because obviously you can implement this into roller mode and never see the kind of backpack style, tuck away the straps, and that's what you've got. Or if you fancy, then you've got your straps here at the back. Tucking them away in the back here, which is really, really well padded, so you know that whenever this is on your back, you get some sort of comfort here. We're going to flap this down, and then you'll find on the sides here these little D-hooks. If you wanted to, you could tuck those away in there like that, but they never really get in the way in that sense. Like, I don't actually notice them whenever it is just in roller mode. This is rotational. I have to give them a shout for that. So it means that like when you're plugging that in, clipping it in there, then it doesn't mean that you have to faff about and trying to unclip it because you've clipped it on the wrong way. And then you clip this on this side like that. Simple kind of hardware here. Just got the sternum strap mixed up here. Here we are. This is rotational, this sternum strap. Love it. Clickable close. I haven't found any issues with their hardware. I have tested out their other backpacks too, and seems to be grand, especially for that price range as well. For a little dangle stopper here, and clip that. These are fairly straight, but they have, if you can kind of see, a little bit of a curve to that. Nice little bit of padding on there. You'll be able to see a bit more in the fit check. But that's them. So say you wanted to implement that, shove this on your back, then you could go ahead and do that. So just kind of remembering to flatten down all the accessories of it, because whilst this is still well padded, you'll kind of see it all form if you haven't done so. If you lift up this, it becomes like a little cover. So I'm just going to show you this. I don't know if you would have seen down here earlier, you had some Velcro straps. If you want to hide those wheels, you're placing it into backpack mode, then you can go ahead and do that. I thought that was like a lovely touch, especially if you are wanting to tuck everything away and I mean, you can get this as a carry-on obviously, but if you were checking it in for whatever reason, or you just wanted to protect your wheels, then you could give it some coverage here. That's nice. Love that. That in use. Then she just falls down the back here, like that. So there. Going up here is your handle for that luggage mode. I think this just has 2 modes, so that's 1, 2. Little push button. It does run smooth, don't get me wrong. It does. So your little tuck grabbing handle is as well, as mentioned. So we're kind of getting into the meat here. So because they're keeping in with this roller, but also a backpack, we've got some organization. You've got coated zips. Thank you. Even for a luggage, a flexible kind of luggage, this is fantastic. You've got little pillars here, so you can come from either side. There's 2 of them there. Opening this up, got a little bit of organization. So say you didn't want to go into the meat of the bag, you have your phone, purse, wallet, little bits and bobs there, then you can grab that even from the overhead locker as well. Not the most amazing zip here, you can see that is a little bit delicate, let's say. I would have just preferred this to be one pocket, but you got two kind of split pockets here. Place some gum, tissues, quick access things into that. It's a little bit of mesh. The mesh is actually quite durable, to say. That's been grand. Inside then is just space. You kind of chuck everything in. They do have little gusts, so it does open up and the light gets in fairly nicely. Then a pop of colour here in this pocket, a little custom colour. This pocket isn't coated, just to note. And this is like a fleece lined pocket, so if you had anything more delicate, then you can place that in there. Then on the side, you do have a swing the bag around side access pocket here. It has this little hook puller going like that. The zips are coated, and in here is just going to be space with a lot of padding in here. So even if you wanted to, you could place a laptop in there if you wanted. That's just going to be down to you and what you kind of how you kind of pack your bag. For a little bit of measurement, just in case that was something that you wanted to place in there, I have to say it is really padded on both, like here and here. The zip itself, let me do the zip because you might be able to angle it, is about 15. That runs to about 11. This, for reference, is 14 by 9.5 MacBook Pro. And that fits in lovely in there. Obviously the bag's sinking in, but we are going to pack that up. That's just something to know if you did want to pack a laptop in there. Go ahead and do that. Otherwise, it is just space in there. Are we missing a key ring? Like a key lash? Maybe. Okay, going into the meat of the bag here. Got those little pullers again. Obviously those coated zips. Opening this. This is really, really well padded. You have some branding here at the top. Then you're going to have your little mesh pocket, which we'll get into first. This here, that's handy to place in underwear, pants, socks. Give yourself some organization as well. I highly recommend checking out their packing cubes too, because that will pair well with their bags. You can add that on as a purchase. It's definitely a shout to do so. Mesh is absolutely stunning, really durable. Had no issues. Obviously, a little bit of a delicate zip. I would be wary of that over time, but thus far it has been grand. Plenty of space in here. You've got another wee mesh pocket on the side. The mesh is really durable. Again, just keeping a note on those zips. See how long lasting they are. It's handy for like wash stuff, anything that you want to grab but you don't want to go into the meat of the actual bag. You are going to get this little manual. And basically when you get the backpack, it kind of folds into itself. So that just means then for talk's sake, say you're arriving at your destination and you want to pack away the roller itself, then it folds into itself and it's easy to kind of stow under a bed or in a closet, depending on your preference. Now, I've set it up already, but basically it's these here, these little bars. So they'll just be sitting there when you get the bag. Let me see, like that. And then it can kind of fold into itself, like so. Pack it on down. Or when you get the bag, and all you got to do is implement these. Then you have the rest of the space to kind of pack up yourself. You've got your wee compression straps here. Compress all the luggage down and still manage to pack up what you need. As mentioned, we will be packing this out so you will be able to see a little bit of a clickable close. Running here is just going to run you into your kind of hardware system in the back, so you can ignore that pocket. Plenty of space in this. So we are going to go ahead and pack her on up. Phone charger, laptop charger, 1, 2 pairs of jeans, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tops, 1 jumper, 1 light jacket, pair of size 6 UK shoes, again size 6 UK. Another jumper, cardigan. I'm gonna see because I want to fit in some bralettes, socks, and underwear. There. Makeup bag, some wash stuff. My hairbrush, more spray, my umbrella noodle. Can I fit one last hoodie in here? Okay, closing this. Obviously, you can't compromise twice. Depending on how much you pack in there, that is gonna take to that shape. Wonder does the 12-inch fit in a bit better when it's packed? So when it starts to get packed out, that space less fab for a laptop. I would just, if you can, place it here, depending on how secure you feel in doing that. Squeezing it all in this space, obviously. You're kind of compromising it here. My wee power bank. Put in my word search, that might fit in a bit better. Some tissues. Put my sunnies in, phone in. This pocket here. Keys in here, camera, tripod. Then what I wanted to show you here, which is a little secret, very subtle. Behind here is a little pocket. It's kind of hidden behind this handle on the side. It blends in really well. There is a little bit of organization. I don't really use those little pockets. So as you see, as it gets packed out, it becomes a little bit, whoo. But you could place a wee air tag in there if you had anything. It is RFID block-in. So perfect for the old passport. A little discreet pocket here. Keep that hidden away. Then, last but not least, we have got our water bottle compartment. Got the 750ml here. Tie that in and secure that in a bit more if you wish. And then that's that. Fully dilly packed up. Give you a weight of that. 9 kg for all of that. Okay, time for a wee fit check, comfortability, and see how this feels on the female body. For that handle, if you're wondering where it goes up to, I'm just gonna, goes up to my waist. I'm 5'6". Let's plop this on the back. I love that they've implemented padding on the back too. Just get a fit. Honestly, this is really, really comfortable, which is an absolute shock. Because I did have my doubts, but I think because they've implemented lovely padding on the back, so it's not just like a brick. It's well cushioned. The straps are really well cushioned, and as you can see, I don't feel like I need load lifters or anything. They're strongly down on the old shoulders. There's padding on them. I've got a sternum strap. Would I have needed a wee waist belt? Could have tucked one away there. I don't know, I think that's just stretching it, but for reference, I'm 5'6". This is what it looks like on me. I have to say, well done. It's not uncomfortable. It really isn't. Yeah, not much to comment on. Plenty of material here for your sternum strap. It is rotational as well. You don't have to implement that if you don't want to, but it just adds to the overall comfort. That's why I'm like, oh, should we get a wee waist belt in here? But it's fine the way it is. Lovely. So for a wee airline test, how it is packed now, we're going to see if it fits for the requirements for EasyJet, which is the box there. You probably should tuck away your straps before doing this. I don't know if you can see, but it's slightly, like ever so slightly, the handle's kind of up. Like the handle, don't know if you can see that, misses the cutoff mark. You could go ahead and sneak it on, but whether they ask you and that handle's going to be an issue is down to you and your risk. Otherwise, the rest of the bag is fine. It's just that this handle is up like this much. I don't know if you can see from the camera angle, but it's just a little bit. So take what you will from that. The way I packed it for the overlay, you would not be able to fit that in for the front pocket because of that depth that is going on. You would have to take out a few more items for it to fit in. But see the way it's packed like this? That is your kind of best bet. When you start packing out this pocket, that's when you would have to remove that to make it fit in. But as said, for that handle, it seems to be just a tiny bit. But you could go ahead and you should be fine. For a water test, this is absolutely fantastic. The zips are coated. The material itself, the water just bounces off as well. Okay, time for some pros and cons. Pro number one is definitely the attention to detail. We cover for your wheels, stowable straps. You've got lovely material on the inside, little secret pocket as well. I also love that they've implemented coated zips as well, and the flexibility is, and I just think like the color options is fantastic. And see, when it's in backpack mode, it works well for kind of swinging it around and having access to these pockets too. Okay, just a few cons is that because I love it so much on their backpacks, is that I would have loved like the little shoe compartment. Also, I would have loved a wee key lash in here. And whilst you could get a lock through these, I just would have preferred some lockable zips. So that is the end of our review. We hope you enjoyed, and if you did, then why not consider joining the channel and hitting that subscribe button. If you do happen to have a wee gander over on their website and you're thinking about purchasing this bag or any other bags, then we'd be forever grateful if you could use our links below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.